State Bank of India. Introduction. State Bank of India is an Indian multinational public sector bank and financial services statutory body headquartered in Mumbai, Maharashtra. It is the 49th largest bank in the world by total assets and ranked 221 in the Fortune Global 500 list of world's biggest corporations of 2020, being the only Indian bank on the list. The rich heritage and legacy of over 200 years credits SBI as the most trusted bank by Indians through generations. Let us learn more about this bank, but before that, we would urge you to like this video and subscribe to India Business Insights for more videos like this. Banking industry. The country's economic policy framework combines socialistic and capitalistic features with a heavy bias towards public sector investment. India has followed the path of growth-led export rather than export-led growth of other Asian economies, with an emphasis on self-reliance through import substitution. These features are reflected in the structure, size, and diversity of the country's banking and financial sector. The banking system has had to serve the goals of economic policies enunciated in successive 5-year development plans, particularly concerning equitable income distribution, balanced regional economic growth, and the reduction and elimination of private sector monopolies in trade and industry. For the banking industry to serve as an instrument of state policy, it was subjected to various nationalization schemes in different phases, that is 1955, 1969 and 1980. As a result, banking remained internationally isolated, though few Indian banks had a presence abroad in international financial centers because of preoccupations with domestic priorities, especially massive branch expansion and attracting more people to the system. Moreover, the sector has been assigned the role of providing support to other economic sectors such as agriculture, small-scale industries, exports and banking activities in the developed commercial centers, that is metro, urban and a limited number of semi-urban centers. The banking system's international isolation was also due to strict branch licensing controls on foreign banks already operating in the country, as well as entry restrictions facing new foreign banks. A criterion of reciprocity is required for any Indian bank to open an office abroad. These features have left the Indian banking sector with weaknesses and strengths. SBI's bank story. SBI, the largest Indian bank with 1/4 market share, serves over 46 crore customers through its vast network of 22,266 branches, 65,030 ATMs or ADWMs, that is automated deposit and withdrawal machines, 68,016 BC outlets. The bank has successfully diversified businesses through its various subsidiaries, that is SBI General Insurance, SBI Life Insurance, SBI Mutual Fund, SBI Credit Card, etc. It has spread its presence globally and operates across time zones through 229 offices in 31 foreign countries. It is a public sector bank and the largest bank in India. On 14 December 2022, the State Bank of India became third lender after HDFC and ICICI Bank and the 7th Indian company to cross the 5 trillion rupee market capitalization on the Indian stock markets. The roots of State Bank of India lie in the first decade of the 19th century when the Bank of Calcutta, later renamed the Bank of Bengal, was established on 2nd June 1806. The Bank of Bengal was one of the 3 presidency banks, the other 2 being the Bank of Bombay, incorporated on 15th April 1840 and the Bank of Madras, incorporated on 1st July 1843. All 3 presidency banks were incorporated as joint stock companies and were the result of royal charters. These 3 banks received the exclusive right to issue paper currency till 1861, when the Paper Currency Act, the right was taken over by the Government of India. The presidency banks amalgamated on 27 January 1921 and the reorganized banking entity was named as the Imperial Bank of India. The Imperial Bank of India remained a joint stock company but without government participation. Pursuant to the provisions of the State Bank of India Act of 1955, the Reserve Bank of India acquired a controlling interest in the Imperial Bank of India, and on 1st July 1955, the Imperial Bank of India became the State Bank of India. In 2008, the Government of India acquired the RBI stake in SBI so as to remove any conflict of interest, since RBI is the country's banking regulatory authority. In 1959, the government passed the State Bank of India Subsidiary Banks Act. This made 8 banks that had belonged to princely states into subsidiaries of SBI. In 1963, SBI merged State Bank of Jaipur, which was established in 1943, and State Bank of Bikaner, which was established in 1944. SBI also acquired the Bank of Bihar, established in 1969. Together with its 28 branches, the next year it acquired National Bank of Lahore, established in 1942, which had 24 branches. 5 years later, in 1975, SBI acquired Krishnaram Baldev Bank, which had been established in 1916 in Gwalior State, under the patronage of Maharaja Madhurao, Scindia. In 1985, SBI acquired the Bank of Cochin in Kerala, which had 120 branches. SBI's logo was designed by the National Institute of Design in 1971, but even before that, a proposal to merge all the associate banks into SBI to create a single very large bank and streamline operations was underway. The first step towards unification occurred on 13th August 2008 when the State Bank of Saurashtra merged with SBI, reducing the number of associate state banks from 7 to 6. On 19th June 2009, the SBI board approved the absorption of State Bank of Indore, in which SBI held 98.3%. The acquisition of the State Bank of Indore added 470 branches to SBI's existing network of branches. Business overview. The State Bank of India is a giant in its own right, and there are several reasons that contribute to that. It is the oldest bank in the country. Additionally, its hundreds of bank branches and its huge size and profitable operation enable it to give stiff competition to other private sector and public sector banks in the country. Its core operations are retail and digital banking. Retail and digital banking is the largest business vertical of the bank, with 99.45% of total branches and 98.15% of the entire human resource of the bank, and comprising 8 strategic business units. The bank continues to be at the forefront of the digital banking domain with a steady stream of technology-driven innovations across various channels: digital, mobile ATM, internet, social media, and branches. It has a multi-channel delivery model. Offering its customers a wide choice. It has one of the largest ATM networks in the country, with 65,030 ATMs, including automated deposit and withdrawal machines, as of 31st March 2022. It has its ATM presence throughout the country, even in the most challenging locations. These include a floating ATM at Dal Lake, Srinagar, on the jetties of Ernakulam and Vaipin in Kerala, in the tea gardens of Assam, and on the islands of Andaman and Nicobar, along with Lakshadweep and among others. Small and medium enterprises. State Bank is a pioneer and market leader in SME financing, with 829 SME intensive and dedicated branches across India. With over 18 lakh customers, the SME portfolio of 3,05,517 crores as of 31st March 2022 accounts for nearly 10.83% of the bank's total advances. State Bank has always held SMEs as an important segment, considering their role in the Indian economy and for their contribution to the country's manufacturing output, exports, and employment generation. Banking agribusiness. The bank's lending under agriculture and allied activities has crossed the milestone of 2,27,000 crore rupees during FY22, catering to more than 1.42 crore farmers. During the year, the agriculture gold loan portfolio has increased to INR 73,601 crore rupees in FY 2022 from 66,878 crore rupees in FY 2021. Government business. The bank is at the forefront in conducting government business and is an accredited banker to major central government ministries and departments. SBI is the market leader in government business with a market share of over 63% in central government turnover. Corporate banking. Corporate Accounts Group is a dedicated business unit of the bank. It handles SBI's high value credit portfolio as a specialized and efficient delivery platform. It has 4 specialized branches headed by general managers located in India. Top 3 commercial centers, namely Mumbai, Delhi, and Chennai. Client service teams at CAG branches also aid customers in the selection and delivery of a wide variety of products and services offered by SBI's associates and subsidiaries, such as for capital market requirements, SBI Capital Markets Limited, SBI CAPS. For treasury and investments, SBI Guilds Limited and SBI Cap Securities Limited. For investments, SBI Mutual Fund Limited for general and life insurance, SBI General Insurance Company Limited and SBI Life Insurance Company Limited. For receivables factoring, SBI Global Factors Limited. For custodial services banking to foreign, FII, FPI, FVCI and domestic institutional clients, SBI Societe Generale Global Securities Services Private Limited, SBI SG. Stressed asset management. The company's SAG stands as one of the most important verticals of the bank, and its GNPA is on a course of a downward journey. The resolution of stressed assets by SAG presents the following related income generating avenues for the bank: cash recovery in NPAs and AUCA, reduction in loan loss provisions, contribute to your bank's bottom line, unlocking the capital for credit extension. Financials. Number 1, net interest income. Net interest income increased by 9.03% to 1,20,707.59 crores rupees in FY 2022 from 1,10,710 crore rupees in FY 2021. Total interest income increased from 2,65,150.63 crore rupees in FY 2021 to 2,75,457.29 crore rupees in next year, registering a growth of 3.89%. Next is operating profit. The operating profit of the bank for FY 2022 increased by 5.22% to 75,292.37 crore rupees from 71,544.15 crore rupees in FY 2021. Operating profit for Q3 FY 23 was at rupees 25,219 crores. PAT. The net profit increased by 55.19% to 31,675.98 crore rupees in FY 2022 from 20,410.47 rupees in crores in FY 2021. The company also recorded the highest ever quarterly net profit at rupees 14,205 crores in Q3 FY 23. CASA balances. During FY 2022, the bank's total deposits grew by 10.06% to surpass the 40 lakh crore rupees mark, of which domestic deposits grew by 9.80% to 39.20 lakh crore rupees. The CASA deposits grew by 7.78% to 17.75 lakh crore rupees, contributed mainly by the sustained growth of 10.45% in saving bank deposits. Amidst the low interest rate environment, the CASA ratio of the bank stood at 45.28% as of March FY 2022. During FY 22, it opened 98.7 lakh new savings bank accounts, of which 63% have been opened through the YONO portal or app. Comparative study. SBI Bank has a wide range of reaching customers far and wide, and it continues to add to its arsenal in order to provide its services to its customers. Peer comparison, the bank's NIM is lower than the private sector banks, but it's still better than Canara Bank, though the difference is not much. Its CASA is also lower than its private counterparts, but still better than Canara Bank. Additionally, its CAR is lower than its peers, showcasing that the bank needs to work on it. Its NPA is also lower than its PSU peers, though higher than HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank, which have the lowest NPAs. While SBI has a huge size advantage in terms of size, reach, huge branch network, it suffers from disadvantages of being a PSU entity and lags behind its private sector rivals like the above three. Conclusion. SBI posted its highest ever quarterly profit led by healthy loan growth plus 19% year-on-year, marginal relation in NIM and MTM gains. Credit cost inched up 37 bps quarter on quarter on a prudent basis to make the balance sheet more resilient. It also reported a balance sheet growth of 10.4% year on year at 53,241 billion rupees as of December 31, 2022. The growth was driven by a robust increase in corporate lending, driven by improving utilization on the corporate side and increasing the requirement of working capital. The bank holds a market share of 33.3% and 19.4% as of December 31, 2022 in home loans and auto loans respectively. The bank has a strong pipeline in the corporate and agri segment. The bank is expected to focus on increasing the CASA ratio with an improved focus on current account growth. All in all, the bank is in a positive position to reach newer heights as time goes by. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel India Business Insights for more such insightful videos.